hope to safeguard our planet could be taking shape on Taiwan's Penghu Islands. The beautiful collection of small islets are famous for the fierce winds that blows through them all year round, and especially in winter. That breeze has a capacity factor for wind power generation of 45%, which is one of the highest in the world. We went to Penghu on a gusty morning to find out more. Early morning by the sea, and the clear ocean water is glittering under the rays of the sun. Its fierce wind means Penghu is not the most popular tourist destination in winter, unless you're a windsurfer.
I think the wind in Penghu is very good, because there are no mountain ranges here to block the wind. So when the northeasterly wind comes, it is very strong and perfect for windsurfing.
Someone who you could say was brought to Penghu by the wind is Australian migrant Gary. Although the breeze is whistling around his ears, he is waiting for the stronger afternoon wind.
You say no wind also?
No wind. When it's low wind, it's not as good as when the wind's higher. I love windsurfing in high wind because it's more power, more fun.
The strong and steady breeze whips up the sea, sends windsurfers speeding over the waves, and also turns the blades of these turbines. To find out whether a place is suitable for wind power, you have to calculate how long the turbines can work at maximum capacity. In winter, the Mongolian high-pressure system produces strong winds, which are fiercest where the Eurasian continent meets the Pacific Ocean, along the line between land and sea. On the west coast of Taiwan, wind strength reaches full capacity for 2,500 to 3,000 hours. On the Chinese coast, it's 2,000 hours. But in the Taiwan Strait, that figure almost reaches 4,000 hours. In the 24 hours in a day, multiplied by 365 days a year, that makes a total of 8,760 hours. So 4,000 hours is 45% of the maximum 8,760 hours. That percentage is what's called the capacity factor for wind power.
A 45% capacity factor, you can say, is almost #1 in the world. Globally, the average capacity factor is 20 to 30.
Globally, wind power stations can work at a capacity of around 2,200 hours, which means a 1 kilowatt generator can produce 2,200 kilowatt hours. The same turbine in Penghu can turn out 4,000 kilowatt hours. The power of the wind here is amazing.
In Penghu, in the winter, the wind speed is often 20 meters per second. Perhaps on the streets in Taipei, you will feel 2.5 meters per second. 20 is 8 times faster than 2.5, but its embodied energy is 8 to the power of 3, which means in winter, the energy of the wind in the Penghu is 512 times more than a 2.5 breeze in the streets of Taipei.
Penghu is blessed with a powerful resource that will never run out. Yet surprisingly, the main source of energy on the islands is not the wind. Basically, the electricity that Penghu needs comes from oil.
Penghu consumes 3.7 megawatt hours a year. To produce 1 kilowatt hour, we need 0.24 to 0.25 liters of fuel. Our combustion power costs about 5 NT dollars per kilowatt hour, which went up to around $6 and was 6.2 last year. Currently, the cost of wind power is around 2.4.
Although the cost is high, combustion power is still the main source of energy. But the 14 wind turbines on the island keep turning, and with each rotation, they make more money. Like the stiff breeze that roars through the archipelago, Penghu is still going strong. The power of the wind, the equivalent of millions of barrels of oil a year, could be ushering in a cleaner, clearer future.